Today, I will be bringing you my very first Strand build for hunters. I needed some time to play with it to figure out what I liked the most, and I think I landed on a build that I really like. I will have a different version of it coming out later, but this one is really fun. I really enjoy it. I don't die often, so it's not like you're really weak. We will be starting with the subclass Gambler's Dodge. To get our melee back as usual, I am using the Grapple because I love this thing and it pairs with our exotic. We only have 2 aspects right now, so there's no choice there. I'll be using Thread of Continuity so that our suspend effects can last longer, along with Unravel and Sever. Thread of Transmutation allows me to create tangles when I give final blows while Woven Mail is active. This you can change. I just find this fun because of the artifact mod I'm using. Thread of Mind gives you class ability energy when you defeat suspended enemies, and Thread of Generation is busted and it gives you graded energy from any damage you deal with anything. Really good. Now we will be moving on to our mods and armor. I'm using the new exotic Cyrtarachne's Facade. I nailed the pronunciation. It gives you woven mail when you activate your grapple. I'm just using, the siphon mod to create orbs through my weapons along with ammo finders, but you can change that up to your liking. Hands-on is a good option. Heavy-handed allows you to create orbs from melee kills, which that counts your grapple melee. Impact induction so that we can get grenade cooldown when we do damage with a melee, which is pretty often. Focusing strike gives us class ability energy when we do damage with our melee. So you can kind of see the synergy here of our melee giving us ability energy. Now charged up, just so we can have an extra armor charge, so that we can utilize something here. Now recuperation is really good. It just heals you when you pick up an orb, which happens all the time now, and they might be nerfing this because it only costs 1 mod slot, so 1 energy I should say, but we'll see. And Absolution reduces all your ability cooldowns every time you pick up an orb of power, really good as well. So, but you can also use any weapon surges if you want extra damage, that's up to you. And now we are using double utility kickstart, and that's where our armor charges are going to. Because when we use our class ability energy, we get a little bit of energy back, but additionally we get a chunk more if we have armor charges, and it consumes all of them. So that gives us slightly over half of our dodge back when we use it with armor charges, so it's really good. And I threw on Bomber for the times that I use my regular dodge to get us more grenade cooldown. Now in the artifact, I don't have everything unlocked, it doesn't really matter, but I'm using Untangler. That way, when we destroy a tangle with a strained weapon, we get to suspend enemies that are hit by the blast, and Allied Unraveling gives us strained weapon unraveling rounds, I should say, when we get rapid final blows with a strained weapon. So those are really good. Unraveling rounds are good against barrier champions this season, always. So that's really good. And I'm using the new Neomuna SMG so that we can have a strained weapon for that. And I got one with Hatchling, which I really like this perk. It spawns a threadling when you get a precision final blow. Very fun. Very, very fun. How the build works is basically you just grapple. Whenever you can, you grapple. It creates a tangle if you get the grapple melee kill. You shoot the tangle with your strand weapon so that it suspends. And then when you have your suspend active, you just use it. It's, to me, is one of the more fun abilities from Strange, even more fun than the grapple, to be honest. But then if you want to throw your melee, your regular melee, you can just dodge near enemies to get it back. The melee severs enemies, which means they do less damage to you. You can pick up the tangle, throw it, and all this damage that you're seeing here, everything, every little bit of damage you're doing is contributing to your grenade coming back. So your grapple, your threading grenade if that's what you want to use. Everything is counting towards your grenade cooldown, which is really good. You can get your grenade back really fast. And when you suspend enemies, you just have to remember to defeat them so you get the class ability energy back. That way, you know, you just can't have that up all the time, and you can dodge near enemies to get your melee back as well if you want to throw your knife for once. Yeah, that's essentially it. It's really fun. You have woven mail all the time, which gives you damage resistance. It's very good too. And this might not be the best build for endgame, but it is really fun. So if you watched this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.